breaking news, the Mueller investigation has indicted 13 Russians for trying to meddle in the 2016 election. Russian information warfare sought to bolster Trump and hurt Hillary during the election. But after the election, that same machine sought to bolster anti-Trump protests, the so-called resistance. So this is really great. They said for so long, the Russians they're helping Trump, they're here for Trump. And we said, well, I don't know if that's true. The Russians obviously always want to screw up our political process. They've been doing that for a century. They've been doing that since the Russian Revolution. But I don't know, why do they like Trump? Trump's doing things to harm them. Just the other day, we've apparently, U.S.-backed troops slaughtered dozens of Russians in Syria, right? I mean, we are literally killing these people on the battlefield. So it doesn't make a lot of sense. And now it makes sense. And I love it so much because all those people wearing the little hats, the pussy hats, and with these disgusting, profane signs and paper mache things, they're tools of Russia. Those guys are tools of Russia because the so-called resistance has started a lot of the anti-Trump protests immediately after he won the presidency. The indictment that we see now reads, quote, defendants and their co-conspirators used false U.S. personas to organize and coordinate other false U.S. personas to organize and coordinate U.S. political rallies protesting the results of the 2016 presidential election. One of those rallies included Trump is not my president, which was held right after the election in 2016. So now listen to that. I don't know if you picked up one of the little lines there. Democrats are trying to shut this up. They were using U.S. personas. They were using U.S. personas. The indictment goes on, quote, some defendants posing as U.S. persons and without revealing their Russian association communicated with unwitting individuals associated with the Trump campaign and with other political activists to seek to coordinate political activities. Did you catch that? I don't know if you caught that. That means, so they weren't saying they were Russians. That means that if anybody tried to collude with them, and by collude we mean some guy comes to you on your campaign and says, I have dirt on your opponent, 100% of politicians take that meeting, which they should. That's what a campaign is for. Anything else would be campaign negligence. Anything else would be negligent to your donors and your constituents and your candidate. So if they took that meeting, the operatives from Russia pretended to be Americans, which means there's no collusion. That means that there's no evidence of collusion. For the 500 millionth time, more evidence mounting as ever. To quote what Dianne Feinstein accidentally said and what Van Jones accidentally said, the Russia collusion story is a nothing burger. We see it now from Bob Mueller. It's giving me faith in the Mueller investigation, by the way, that these indictments are coming out. Who knows? I'm still a little skeptical. He clearly has too much power. It should never have been appointed in the first place. But not too bad. I'll take what I can get.